Hello everybody, today we are cooking some sausage biscuits on our Primo ceramic grill. All I'm using is some tube sausage from the grocery store, just pre-made breakfast sausage. I sliced it while it was still pretty cold with a wet knife, and I arranged the patties. I got 7 patties out of a pound, which seems to be about ideal. Pressed them out into a patty form. You can see I put the little indentations in the middle to prevent some shrinkage and breakage around the edges. Over here I just have some unnamed frozen biscuits. These work really well in the oven, but they are going to do just as well, if not better, in the Primo ceramic grill. Let's see, we've got our temperature here is about 325. We're looking for 350, so I'm going to go ahead and close up our 2 air sources here. So here's our draft daisy wheel on the top. We've got it crescent moon there, and the holes are open on the daisy wheel. We're going to take this draft door and we're going to close it down to about 2 fingers worth of draft door here, and that will hopefully cause this to stabilize some. Before we get too far, we're going to lay down some parchment on the grill racks inside, and we're going to lay down our biscuits and sausage as soon as we're ready. So we'll let this come all the way up to temp and we'll give everything a check. Okay, you can see we're back at 350, which is about 25 degrees shy of our target temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the dome. I'm going to lay down some parchment on this side of the grill. Hopefully the wind does not blow that away. I'm going to lay out some biscuits, and the directions on these call for you to kind of snug them together. So we're going to do that here. We're going to make 6 biscuits, and we're just going to kind of arrange them like so that this helps them rise a little bit. And we're just going to follow the directions that are on the package, and this says on these biscuits 375 degrees for about 26 minutes. So you can see we're not quite back up to temperature yet. We just opened the grill, so we'll get it back up to 375 and start our timer and close up our draft door and our daisy wheel and lock in that 375 degree temperature. So we'll check on those in a few minutes. About 10 minutes into the cook time, we're going to lay those sausage patties out. Those will take about 15 minutes, about 8 minutes or so per side, and hopefully everything will be coming off the grill all at once. All right, we'll see you in a few. Okay, we've achieved our temperature. You can see here that with our daisy wheel closed but the small holes open, we've got our draft door open just a little finger width here, and it'll hold that 375 degree temperature. As long as there's fuel to burn, it'll stay right about there. Now that we've got everything closed up where we want it, it'll just kind of trap that heat. So we've got about 9 more minutes before we go ahead and put our sausage on, and we'll check back then. Okay, we are at about 10 minutes in on the biscuits. You can see they're starting to rise and brown just a little bit. Go ahead and throw our sausage on here. These bad boys. And you'll notice again, I'm keeping them away from the edge, trying to keep them over that heat deflector so that they don't get too much indirect heat or direct heat. Keep them over the indirect heat instead. And I did add another biscuit. Since we have 7 sausage, I thought it was pretty silly to cook 6 biscuits. So I did add one more biscuit. Alright, so we've got sausage on the grill. We're going to let them go. About 7-8 minutes from now, we're going to go ahead and flip it. You can see we've lost some heat from having the grill open, so it's just easy. Open up that daisy wheel a little bit, let that air draft blow through there a little faster. It's going to heat things up in no time. Alright, we'll check back in about 8 minutes and flip those sausage. Okay, time to flip some sausage. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, looking really good. We can just see under the edges here. It's starting to brown up really nicely, but not burnt. Really good color. We're seeing a little bit of pink from the smoke even. These are going to be amazing. Oh, I'm hungry just looking at them. So we'll get them all flipped over. Look at how even. No char marks. The kids will be happy. They don't like the black stuff. Scoot everybody away from the edges of the heat deflectors there. Oh yeah, probably about 6 more minutes. Our biscuits are looking good too, nice and brown. They're risen a bunch. So we're gonna go ahead and let these things finish off. They should be coming off right about the same time. So real quick, dump some heat. We're gonna open things back up. Draft door open, daisy wheel and the chimney cover open completely. And we're gonna give it just a second to come back up to temp. And we should just be checking back when these are all done, showing you how to shut down the grill. Thanks. Okay, We're about good here. You'll notice I did flip the biscuits, not because I didn't like the way they were turning out, mainly because my kids will throw a fit if they're too burnt. So I've got these just done nice and brown on both sides. Looking really good. Sausage is looking marvelous. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd call that a successful cook. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these biscuits off. Put them onto my little plate here. And we will pull off the sausage. And then we will go eat. Beautiful. You can see the back of the sausage again, nice and brown, no char marks. We're losing our parts here. But that sausage is nice and even, good coloring all the way through. Definitely it's going to be cooked through. That hole in the center, that helps to cook the inside just as equally as the outside. And reduce the shrinkage. But we have got some beautiful looking lunch here. Ready to go. Thanks again, Primo.